And good evening, everybody. We welcome you cross county to Bushnell, Illinois, where it is the Macomb Bombers and the Bushnell Prairie-City Spartans in a cross-county showdown tonight here from Bushnell Prairie-City High School in Bushnell, Illinois. Good evening, everybody. Justice Keene, happy to have you along with us tonight as we get set for Macomb and BPC tonight, a Prairie-Land Conference matchup. The first of a couple over the next few weeks as the season begins to wind down and we start preparing to look towards the regional matchups and then some here over the next couple of weeks as we enter the last week of January. So once again, welcome to Bushnell Prairie-City. 14-7 Macomb, 2-15 Bushnell Prairie-City. The Bombers entering tonight off a 51-44 win over the Kewanee Boilermakers on Saturday, a game that ended up coming down to the wire down towards the stretch, and Macomb up double digits there in the last couple of minutes, and Kewanee seemed they couldn't miss down the stretch. They make a bunch of those in a row and make the game a lot closer. 51-44, the final score of that one. Macomb walks out of there a winner. Drew Watson with 17, Nolan Hogatz 9 in a victory in Kewanee. Of course, an opposite subsectional game for both the programs. Macomb feeding into the Canton and Tri-Valley regionals, and then Kewanee will go the other way with Farmington and Rock Ridge. So both those teams opposite subsectional games, but Macomb coach Jeremy Anderson touched on after that game how big both those wins in that week was last week, with the win over Canton on Tuesday night of last week, a week ago tonight, and then the Saturday win over Kewanee, kind of the boost before the postseason over the next couple of weeks as seeding and all that stuff will play out. Everything due on, I believe, February 12th. So obviously some quality wins there to add to Macomb's resume as they will kind of be in the mix, likely going to be a quarterfinal matchup. They're going to have to play probably that additional game in the postseason to start the regional with how stacked that subsectional is. So we'll see how it all plays out. But the wins over Canton and Kewanee big to add to Macomb's resume. Bushnell Prairie-City 2-15 on their campaign this year under first-year head coach Shane Curry. Took over for seven-year head coach Tyler Schneider, 69-113 in his 7 years. Bushnell Prairie-City a 7-20 campaign last year, but of course everybody remembers a couple of years ago that 19-15 team that made it all the way to the regional final. That game played over at Camp Point, and Bushnell Prairie-City had to play the hometown Panthers. Lost that regional game. Camp Point ended up playing Illini Bluffs in the Bushnell Prairie-City sectional here, and I remember being at that game. This place was packed. Wasn't a seat left in here, and it was about 1,000 degrees, so much so the fire alarms ended up going off that night, and everybody had to evacuate. So made for a memorable sectional here, but Bushnell Prairie-City, that 22-23 team, 19-15, the most wins here in the last few years. Bushnell Prairie-City did play last night. They played at Knoxville, overtime game, 72-68, the final score of that one. BPC falls in overtime to Knoxville by 4, and then a 61-36 loss to West Prairie back on January 20th. The West Prairie team, it's on a really big streak right now. It's double digits, I do believe, and they're playing really well in Class 1A. West Prairie only a couple of losses on their season this year, so a team to watch out for in 1A come postseason time. Upcoming for Bushnell Prairie-City, a game with Midwest Central and a game with Lewiston as well as Peoria Heights, so a couple of 1A teams in the mix there for BPC. And then Macomb, they'll play Havana at home on Friday, and then a couple of road games with Rock Ridge, South Fulton, and IVC in Chillicothe over the next week. About a minute left in our junior varsity contest. Macomb set to win the first game of the night. We continue to get set for the varsity contest. 14-7 Macomb against the Bushnell Prairie-City Spartans. It's our MDH pregame show, and you're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home.
Probably even further back than that. Macomb, their last meeting with BPC back on November 28th of this season, of course, the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Macomb wins that one in the first meeting of the year, 58-34. Led with Kellen Martin leading the effort and Carter Havens adding 12. That was one of the first couple of games of this year back in November at the Spartan Tip-Off Classic here in Bushnell, Prairie-City. A couple of other recent matchups. January 28th of 25. That obviously was the last regular season series matchup. Macomb wins at 55-29. And then before that, it was the Spartan Tip-Off Classic from 2024. Macomb wins that one as well, 53-24. So consistency there for Macomb, scoring in the 50s and being able to get the job done. So Macomb leading the recent series between the last couple of matchups, no problem there. And we'll see if they can do it again here tonight. Here in Bushnell, Illinois. We're 9.5 minutes away from the opening tap of Macomb and Bushnell Prairie-City here tonight in Bushnell, Illinois. The Bombers out of the locker room and getting their pregame warm-up as Jeremy Anderson also makes his way out tonight. As we'll get set, it's Macomb and Bushnell Prairie-City. More from BPC and the Bowl after this. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back on our pregame show, our visit with the coach, presented by McDonough District Hospital, visiting with Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson. Macomb and Bushnell, the battle of McDonough County tonight. And coach, first of all, anytime we can come over here, really cool place to play. I'm sure you've came over here many times, obviously with Macomb, first of all, but probably with your A-Town teams in Lewiston, and it's one of those cool venues here in the local area.
Yeah, I can remember coming to game here as a kid, right, and coming to a sectional game here and watching, I think it was Beardstown. I don't remember who they were playing. I was probably, fourth or fifth grade, and this place was full, standing room only, and it was an amazing atmosphere. It's always really kind of fun to play here, from anything from summer league games to the Thanksgiving tournament to, playing regular season games. It's a really cool place to play. I think the kids really enjoy it. I think it'll be a really fun game for them.
Coming off a tight win with Kewanee the other night in that snowy way home, but one of the things that Kewanee taught us there was, we were able to finish that down the stretch. Obviously, Kewanee made the push here at the end, and we were able to kind of finish the job there towards the end.
Yeah, you got to play 32 minutes, right? It's a four-quarter game, and you got to make sure that you're ready to seal a deal. I think we made it just enough free throws to win that game. We could have done a little bit better job there. Handling the ball against their pressure late in the game was a little bit different. We're going to have to make sure that we're organized every single time somebody tries to get up and pressure us. So I thought we kept our composure, right? We didn't get sped up too awful bad. We were able to get big stops when we really needed them. And so I think that's the hallmark of teams improving, right, is to be able to get stops when you absolutely have to have them, stay organized offensively amongst the chaos. So that's something that we're going to continue to work on.
Bushnell, a team that likes to shoot often and try to get it up and in, something that we've seen the last couple of years. How do you guys try to stop that tonight? And obviously a team that likes to shoot the three ball too.
Yeah, I watched their game last night at Knoxville. It was an overtime game. It was a really close, good competitive game, and they were high octane offensively. They had three guys that scored in double figures. Their guards are really aggressive. They like to drive the ball into the paint and kick out for threes. So we're going to have to make sure we try to stay in front of the ball because they're not going to be shy at all looking to hoist them up. They're really, really aggressive in transition, so that's going to pose a really good challenge for us defensively.
Offensively for us tonight, what do we have to do to be successful?
Well, I'm anticipating playing some zone. They played some zone against us the first time we played them, and so we got to make sure we're intelligently aggressive, right? We got to take fast breaks when they're available, but when they're not, we got to be smart enough to set up our offense. When we get down the half court, we got to hunt best available. We can't settle for first available. It's a big difference there. We got to try to move the ball, get it into the gaps, hopefully get it to high middle or short corner and play from the inside out.
Defensively for us, give us a couple of keys. Obviously, Bushnell doesn't have the size they've had the last couple of years, but still a team that likes to drive in and shoot a couple shots there.
Yeah, they're going to be really quick on the perimeter. We're going to have to make sure that we stay in front of the ball. They're also going to set a lot of ball screens, and so that's something we've been working on in practice is our coverage of those ball screens. And not just the two guys that are involved, the backside help has to be ready for that also. So we're going to have to be aware, we're going to have to be intense, and it's something that's going to require a lot of communication also.
For us, the second meeting between Macomb and Bushnell Prairie-City this year, long-standing series between these two programs, given they're just across the county line and just about a 20-minute drive between each other. How do you guys try to handle that, given it is the second matchup, and do you try to do anything differently or kind of stick to that normal game plan?
Well, I'm hoping that we're progressing as we go along, regardless of who the opponent is, right? We have certain things that we're trying to benchmark or how we're getting better at them. And so each and every game, hopefully we're getting a little bit better than we were the game before. It just keeps building that stair-step approach and try to get it as close as we can to be postseason ready, because, we're getting there. It's going to be here before we know it. So this is just another stair-step of trying to improve ourselves as we go along.
Give us a couple of quick keys to the game for tonight.
I think defensive transition is going to be huge for us. We've got to get back. We've got to get the ball stopped because they're going to be really aggressive on their offensive end. I think offensively we got to make sure that we play from the inside out and don't settle for a lot of jump shots.
Conference championship, obviously something that the guys want to win every single year and kind of keep that streak alive is one of the things that you got to do is check the boxes here tonight and continue rolling along. So really continue something to play for along with this game tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I think the guys are aware of that. We're going to have some really tough games here down the stretch with Havana and Illini West both, and still conference games to come. And so this is just another one of those games where you got to make sure that you're ready mentally, right? You're going to have to really be locked in defensively and then offensively be ready to move well without the ball because we can't get caught standing around.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson. It's our McDonough District Hospital pregame show. We'll take another break. Back with more from BPC after this in the Battle of McDonough County, Macomb and Bushnell Prairie-City on the Bombers Sports Network. And we're back with you here at Bushnell Prairie-City as we get ready to go. Take a look at our Keens Keys to the Game presented by McDonough District Hospital here momentarily. As about 3 minutes away from the opening tap of these two ball clubs. Keens Keys to the Game here tonight. Number one, we have to defend with discipline. Defend with discipline tonight. Let's be smart, not do anything stupid. Obviously, the ticky-tacky stuff can come in a game like this, so we got to be smart defensively. So let's defend with discipline. Number two, we need a fast start. We're on the road tonight. It's a game where you cannot keep your you can't take your foot off the gas pedal, so let's get a fast start. Let's get those early baskets, and let's find some momentum here early. And then number three, take care of the basketball. One of the things with Kewanee the other night was we were just doing some dumb things kind of, as Jeremy Anderson kind of thought of. We gave away the basketball late down the stretch here a couple different times. Can't do that tonight. We got to be smart. And those three keys will lead us to a victory tonight here in Bushnell Prairie-City. That has been the presentation of the McDonough District Hospital pregame show. We'll get set for the opening introductions and starting lineups here, national anthem, all that stuff. They're going to have the captain's meeting at mid-floor here. Starting lineups for Bushnell Prairie-City: Logan Ash, number 2, Connor Palm, Ruffin Thomas, 5, Braylon Griffiths, 20, and Dylan King rounding out the starting 5 for Shane Curry. And the 14-7 Macomb Bombers, no surprises here. Nolan Hogue, Drew Watson, Nick Elby, Isaac Lineball, Carter Havens. And then we did learn during the pregame show, Cooper Hobson is inactive tonight on the roster due to a bit of an ankle injury. So he is not going to be dressed tonight. Jeremy Anderson informed us of that during the pregame. So down Cooper Hobson, obviously one of those first key players off the bench for Jeremy Anderson, will not be dressing in this matchup tonight. So we'll see some different rotations out there. It'll be interesting to see how Jeremy Anderson moves things around and is able to adjust accordingly. And we'll be able to get rolling with some different matchups here. While we have a second here, let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station identification. This is Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bombers Sports Network.
Pleased to have you with us tonight as we get set for Macomb and Bushnell Prairie-City, the Battle of McDonough County here as we get ready to roll here in about 60 seconds from now. Macomb and BPC, again, the second meeting between these two ball clubs and the final one of the year. Both these teams won't see each other again. Obviously, BPC being 1A in the postseason and Macomb being 2. No chance of either team meeting up again, so this will be it. Counts for a conference game tonight. And as Bombers look to try to keep the Prairieland Conference winning streak, or conference championship winning streak alive, obviously that late matchup with Illini West on February 11th, likely going to be the conference title game, and that will be a dandy for sure on February 11th. Ready to get the opening introductions and starting lineups here, and for that, we will go down to our PA announcer tonight to meet the starting 5 and have our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's basketball game between the Macomb Bombers and the Bushnell Prairie-City Spartans. For all that are able, we encourage you to please stand and remove your caps.
Ready to go here from BPC High School in Bushnell, Illinois. Good to have you with us tonight. Justice Keene joined tonight alongside Bomber alumni and former Bomber basketball player Tanner Scott. He's with us tonight, providing color commentary.
Justice, you said that exactly how I wrote it up for you. Great introduction.
Bomber Nation listening in tonight. 38 Illini Drive, getting ready to listen to the tones of Tanner Scott. That's Brent Boehner checking in.
Brent Boehner, God, help us all, please.
Adair, Illinois, as well as Quincy, Illinois, Macomb, Illinois, class of 1970. Arkansas with us, Industry, Illinois, Orlando, Florida. Vicki Miller in Macomb, Illinois. Good to have you with us. Wyoming with us, North Dakota, as well as California, sunny Orlando, Florida. A lot more sunny there probably than it is here tonight in BPC. Cold and snowy still from what Mother Nature threw at us last week. Macomb with their traditional 5 here, and then we'll have the starting 5 for the Spartans. We'll see if the lights will go dim, and they will. No surprises there.
Whoa.
As we'll meet the starting 5 for Shane Curry's Bushnell Prairie-City Spartans. Logan Ash, Connor Palm, Darian Ruffin-Thomas, Braylon Griffiths, and Dylan King rounding out the starting 5 for Shane Curry in his first year leading the program. So they'll get their introductions here. Macomb, again, coming off that win against Kewanee over the weekend. Tight game ended up being down the stretch, 51-44, but a nice quality win for Macomb. As, again, they look to kind of keep adding wins to the resume. You're going to need all you can get, especially for the subsectional that Macomb's been thrown into this year. That's obviously been the talk since it came out. So you're trying to move up the ladder as much as you can as you head towards seeding here in the next couple of weeks. And Tanner Scott, you would know, especially, you know, the postseason run you guys made back when you were playing. The more wins and things you can add to your resume before the seeding comes out, the better.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, that was quite the time, Justice. I think if you asked me to go out there and jump, you might be able to get a phone book underneath my feet these days. But yeah, definitely the importance of getting prepared and getting some games in before the postseason, getting ready for get your seed the way you want it.
The final starters here for Bushnell Prairie-City. We get set to roll here. The lights will come back on. Macomb and Bushnell Prairie-City, the final meeting between these two ball clubs for this season. And that's the final time Macomb will come to BPC 6 times this year, one less than the amount on the home game schedule. Nolan Hogue out at center floor to tap it away for the Macomb Bombers, and the Spartans will get out there as well to be 23. Dylan King out there. Hogue, King at center floor. Alan Thompson, J.D. Beal, Leah Brown in the stripes tonight. Bombers, Spartans, strap yourselves in, folks. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network. Bombers win the opening tap and move from our right to left as we see it from the top of the bowl here at Bushnell Prairie-City. Chance to get another conference win added in the win column tonight. Here just 20 minutes down the road, and the Bombers will strike first. Nolan Hogue will strike first in this one. A player who's been playing really well for Macomb, added 9 in that win at Kewanee. Going to be a key to this second half of the season for the Bombers. Dribble drive for the Spartans, up and no good for Thomas, and the rebound to Carter Havens and the Bombers.
You know, Justice, Nolan's had a good year. He really has. And I think you're right. He's going to be a big part of the postseason run here. What can we do against another big man? And
stolen away by the Spartans here, left to right, up to the basket and in. Dylan King ties the ball game up at 2, all square at 2 apiece here early in this contest. 7 minutes to play, 60 seconds in to this conference contest here in Bushnell tonight. Nick Elby in the lane, turnaround toss-up, off the back iron and in. 4-2, and the Bombers back in front by a basket. The 2 post players doing the work early for Macomb. Hogue and Elby. Thomas out in the right front court for the Spartans. Backs it out and resets. Shane Curry directing traffic from the sidelines tonight. Connor Palm with it. Stays out top to Thomas. Thomas drives, kicks left corner. Wasn't ready for it, out of bounds, and it will be back to Macomb, 6:29.
I'll tell you what, 5's pretty quick, Justice. I can tell you I was never that quick. A little quicker getting the refrigerator these days, but never that quick anywhere else.
Watson will cross the timeline at center floor into the right court for Isaac Lineball. Lineball ahead to Watson beyond the arc for 3. Missed it off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Nick Elby saves it. Ooh, that's one of those that was close. That's the thing about BPC here. You got the floor that's actually longer. It goes all the way across the towards the bench too. So sometimes it can be close there when you get over there.
Justice, you were talking, you said Alan Thompson. I forgot. Yeah, he's a Bushnell guy, isn't he?
Yep.
He seems like, I was just talking to Brent Boehner about this a couple weeks ago about how he was a staple for Bushnell games and seemed like. And Brent asked me if he was still as good as he ever, was years ago. And I said, yeah, I would say he's similar, but he always said he was one of his favorite refs.
Long 3-ball. Thomas
Got it.
5-4, and BPC has their first lead of the ball game from Thomas. Top of the key, Watson. 5:40 to play. Watson will keep it on the outside. Spartans by 1, 5-4 here. Left corner is Lineball. Lineball down low to Havens. Back out Watson for 3 at the top of the key. Missed it. Off the back iron, no good. Big man Hogue to Elby, the post player. Up, missed it. Rebound, put back. Hogue missed it. Out of bounds, and what do we got?
Looks like staying here.
Yep. So Watson will take it out of bounds here for the Bombers. 5:20 to play. Opening quarter, 5-4 advantage for the Spartans here in their home floor. Late half of January, heading towards the postseason, closer and closer by the day. Line ball out in the front court for the Macomb Bombers. Back out to Hogue. Hogue to the left corner and finds Havens. Havens drives to the basket, off the back iron and in.
Good move there, Carter. Wow. Another quick guard on the court between him and 5 for Bushnell. Two quick guards there.
Jeremy Anderson's talked all season long how he really likes that effort from Carter Havens on the offensive end. Thomas to the basket, has to back it out. Now Connor Palm, dribble drive from Palm, floater from the right base corner, and he missed it. And the rebound to Drew Watson. Bombers in transition, floater from Watson, he got it. 8-5, and the Bombers lead it by 3. 4:18 to play in the opening quarter. Right front court for Griffiths. Dribble drive from Griffiths, tapped out of his hands, recovered by Drew Watson and the Macomb Bombers. Across the front court to line ball to the basket, out top Hogue to Watson. Watson will drive, in a little bit of trouble, and a foul. First one of the night, charge 2 to the Spartans.
Got him before the shot.
So Thomas will pick up the foul, his first, team first as well. 4:01 to play in the opening quarter. It's an 8-5 advantage for the Bombers on the road tonight. Corner 3 from Watson. Got it. 11-5, and you talked about these rims. They are very forgiving at times.
They were about 20 years ago. They were. Yeah, I couldn't tell you now. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out if the rim's metal or plastic. I never could figure that out.
11-5, Bombers in front. Stolen away line ball. Line
Good
ball
pass.
to Carter Havens. Wasn't quite ready. Slipped on his way up. Rebound, Spartans, they'll go the other way with it. Right corner 3 on the way. No good for Griffiths, and the rebound of the Macomb Bombers. Watson into the front court for the orange and black. 3:15 to play in the opening quarter. Line ball at the top of the key. He'll switch with Nolan Hogue, and now Havens in the left corner with it. Havens back to Watson for 3 at the top of the key. Got it.
Justice, if he gets going,
Hard to stop.
Wow.
So a 14-5 start for the Macomb Bombers, and Shane Curry will take his first time out of the night. It's a full timeout. We'll pause for one as well. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Join you back at Bushnell, Illinois. It's Macomb and BPC tonight in a Prairie Land Conference friendly here. 3:04 to play in the opening quarter. It's a 14-5 start, and the lead in favor of Macomb. 2 3 balls already from Drew Watson. Of course, we saw Drew Watson in that game against Kewanee. 3 3 balls in that second half to really put the game away for Macomb. Just seemed like he couldn't miss when he took them. And right now it's looking like the same story again tonight. So Spartan basketball from the backcourt out of Shane Curry's first time out of the night, and Thomas will bring it up across the Spartan at mid-floor. Bombers in front by 9. Griffiths with it in the front court, guarded from Hogue and Watson. Watson tapped into the hands of Kellen Martin, who's out there now for the orange and black with Colin Adams, who checked in during the timeout. Havens will drive, kicks to Colin Adams, tipped into the hands of Nolan Hogue. Hogue in the front court with it. He'll switch with Watson, who will run the offense. 2.5 to play in the opening quarter. Watson at the free throw line, right corner drive from Kellen Martin. Back out Adams for 3, left corner, missed it. Off the front of the rim, no good. Bombers on the rebound here. Right corner is Watson. Down low in the big man, Nolan Hogue. Back out Kellen Martin for 3, missed it. And the rebound to Logan Ash and the BPC Spartans.
Right on line there, Justice.
Good looks. Couldn't get him to drop. So BPC back on offense here. It's Griffiths at the front court for the Spartans. He'll switch, drive from Griffiths. Floater, missed it off the side of the back iron. Rebound, Kellen Martin. Martin on the push to the basket, and I don't think they're going to count it.
They're going to count it?
Nope.
Oh, 2. She's calling it on the floor.
BPC's second team foul of the quarter.
Uh-oh. Got some confusion.
They're going to count it.
Okay. See? Allen had it. Got the call. I don't think she saw it go in was what it was.
No. So Thomas has both team fouls for BPC in the quarter. Kellen Martin to complete the three-point play, missed it. They did count the basket. So a 16-5 advantage for the Macomb Bombers over BPC tonight. Connor Palm with it at the top of the key. Tipped into the hands of Thomas. Thomas out to the right corner, drives, floater, in and out, no good, but he's fouled and he'll get 2 free throws. So Thomas has already got 3 of the 5 for BPC. He'll get 2 more. Carter Havens will be charged with the foul, his first, team first as well. And the first one up and good for Thomas. Cuts the lead to 10.
How about old Rich over here? Rich, keep that camera going, man. Good work.
He does good work.
He does. He's reliable, and he knows what he's doing.
The second one up for Thomas. Got them both. 16-7. 2 of 2 for Thomas.
I will tell you, Justice, if he keeps this bag of these Reese's unwrapped deals, get me in trouble real quick. You better move that bag, Rich.
Left corner is Nolan Hogue with it. Hogue out to Hayden Katz. Katz to Martin. Free throw line, Hayden Katz gets out of there, tipped into the hands of Nolan Hogue. Hogue looks backcourt, Kellen Martin. He'll drive, tipped out of his hands and into the hands of the BPC Spartans going the other way. Long 3 ball, Watson will miss it. Rebound, Kellen Martin.
There you go.
Tipped around and almost out of bounds, but able to be recovered by the Spartans. 57-3 to play in the opening quarter. Right corner, Logan Ash. He will drive. And back out to the top for Connor Palm. Thomas with 35 seconds to play in the opening quarter now. And they will steady the offense down to 30 seconds, 16-7. Macomb in front of BPC on the road tonight. Thomas with it back at the top of the key with 22 seconds. Switches with Connor Palm, and now Griffiths at the top of the key for BPC with 17 seconds left. BPC wants the last possession of the opening quarter. Drive to the basket, up and no good for Griffiths.
Gonna get a shot.
Drew Watson with 9 seconds. Watson with 8. Floater to Hogue, wasn't ready. Out of the right corner, Kellen Martin. Cross-court pass, Katz for
Hit
3.
Yes. Got it! Nice shot.
19-7 as the opening quarter expires. And it's a 19-7 advantage for the Bombers after 1 quarter. We're back after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. Fresh, local, and convenient. At Jackson Street Market, we've got everything you need. From the daily essentials and friendly service, stop in today and see why we're more than just a market. We're your neighborhood store. Jackson Street Market, right around the corner. Always here for you.
We return and beat Bushnell Prairie-City. It's a 19-7 lead for the Macomb Bombers as we prepare to get the second quarter started here. A buzzer-beating 3-ball from Hayden Katz to end the quarter.
Great shot.
19-7 after 1 in favor of Macomb.
Justice, if my math is correct, at one point there early in the first, probably a couple minutes in, it was 5-4 Bushnell. So that puts us at a 15-2 run to close out the quarter. Pretty good. We just took a little while to get going, it sounds like.
19-7 Bombers, Spartan basketballs. We get the second quarter underway. Tipped into the hands of the Macomb Bombers to Nolan Hogue in the front court, and he slams it home. 21-7, and Hogue finally gets one. Probably the first dunk of the year for him, and the Macomb Bomber faithful that's made the drive over.
Didn't he have one here earlier in the year?
Was
there one?
Was there one?
It seems like almost the exact same situation, maybe. I don't know.
21-7 to start the second quarter. What do we got? We got an injury here. So the BPC will have to get a sub in. It'll be out of bounds for Macomb. 7:23 to play in the opening quarter. Macomb in front of the Spartans tonight here in Bushnell, Illinois. Thomas will bring it up into the front court for the Spartans. Connor Palm with it at the top of the key. Palm brings it into the right court. Now at the top is Adler. Free throw line is Connor Palm. Palm to Thomas. Out of the top of the key. He'll fire a three ball, missed it. Rebound Nolan Hogue. Hogue to Watson, 6:50 to play in the first half. To the basket for Watson, and he's fouled. So it'll be the first of the second quarter. Logan Ash will be charged with the foul, his first. And Watson will get the free throws here. First trip to the line tonight for Drew Watson. First one up, and it's good.
Rich is getting excited over here. Rich, you work on free throws in the practice? Got to make those free throws, don't you?
Second one is up, got them both. No problem there. 23-7. Bombers in front of BPC tonight on the road. Across the timeline for Thomas into the right front court, now right corner for Connor Palm. Palm under pressure from Havens and Watson, and 30-second timeout called by Shane Curry. Second one of the time night for him. 6:35 mark here in the
I like that.
second quarter.
You put Nolan Hogue at the point of that 1-3-1. He's big, long arms.
So upcoming for Macomb, again, Havana on Friday night. That's a home game, and then a couple of road games. You got the old Olympic Conference foe in Rock Ridge. And obviously we'll get up there and see Coach Boehner and all of them on Tuesday night. A little bit of a different Rock Ridge team this year when you lose all those really talented senior players they had last year with Landon Bowl and Caleb Cunico, and that list can go on and on.
But you always know those groups are going to play hard.
Very good. There was never a dull moment in the Olympic Conference days.
Oh man,
you had to be
were
ready.
Some good days.
It was the Big Ten Conference of high school basketball.
It was great. Lido, gosh, you had Rock Ridge, Monmouth,
Orion
was in there. Yeah, some good teams. Sherrard.
Out of the timeout here, BPC back on the offensive end. It's Connor Palm at the top of the key. He's at the free throw line. Back out Thompson. Thomas will drive. And back out. Connor Palm in the corner with it. Drives to the basket. Spin move. Floater on the way. Got it. So Connor Palm on the board for the first time tonight for the Spartans. 23-9. Bombers in front. 5:58 to play here in the first half. Watson on the outside at the free throw line. Now to the corner, it is line ball. Havens with it. Left corner is Nolan Hogue into Elby at the left block. Back out to line ball. Drive from line ball, back out in the lane for Elby and Hogue to finish the job and put it up and in.
Good look there. They're just going to have to find some gaps here, Justice.
25-9, 5:27 to play in the first half. Connor Palm with it. Palm with it at the free throw line. Back out to Robinson, and it's stripped from him. They're going to call the foul. That will be against Hogue. All smiles, acts like that. You just hope the whistle isn't
almost
blown.
like Nolan was wrestling a pig at home. Just grabbed that thing right out of his hand, just like grabbing the pig.
The first team foul against Macomb. Floater on the way. Off the back iron. Good for Connor Palm. 25-11. 5:05 to play in the first half. Line ball in the front of the offense from Macomb with Drew Watson out there. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. 4:57. Line ball out in front. 25-11. Bombers in front here on the road tonight. A short trip over to BPC. Left corner for line ball to Watson to put it up and in. So 27-11 now. Thomas to bring it back up for the BPC Spartans.
Bushnell's going to have to find an answer for Macomb. They're just kind of scoring at their own will right now.
Thomas back out in the right corner. Long three ball top. Banks it in. Woo. Ryan Adler puts it in for the Spartans.
Bank is still open, Justice. 7:41 and the bank's still open.
Really clean bank shot there.
Now, if you're playing horse, you have to call that.
That's right.
Yeah.
27-14. 4 minutes to go now. Watson in the corner with it. Back out Havens. Havens to the right corner for Watson, and the Bombers move it around the outside. Hogue now Back out to Havens, and left corner is line ball.
Oh, good pass.
To the basket for Hogue. Couldn't get it to go. And BPC back on the push. 3:45 to play in the first half now. Connor Palm with it outside. Ahead to Robinson. Right corner Adler out of bounds. Back to Macomb with 3:36 to play in the first half. So substitutions in for Macomb. Colin Adams out there, Nick Elby, and Kellen Martin. And then in the backcourt, you have Hayden Katz and Isaac Linesball. 3:27 to play in the first half. Top of the key is Hayden Katz. Katz to Kellen Martin. Back to Colin Adams. Right corner, it is Kellen Martin to Colin Adams. Back to Martin to Elby. Wasn't quite ready for it. Isaac Linesball able to save it in the left corner. Adams tipped out of his hands, grabbed and saved by Elby. Elby in trouble, and he's fouled. Going to be out of bounds for Macomb with the 3:09 mark of the first half.
It's great ball movement there. Gosh, they had that thing moving.
27-14, 3:09 to play in the first half. Line ball inbound. Adams off the back, no good. Rebound Thomas in transition. Across the timeline for BPC. Got to get something going here before the halftime break. Can cut it to 10 with another 3-ball here, and then work your way from there. 2:53 to go in the second quarter. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Thomas, able to secure it for the Spartans as we hit the 2:40 mark of the first half. Right court is Robinson. Back into the hands of Isaac Linesball. Linesball ahead to Colin Adams. Adams to Elby to put it up, score and a foul, count it, and one.
The old-fashioned three-point play, Justice. See if he can finish it.
So Elby will get one here. And it's no good. So 29-14, back with the Spartans on the offensive end. Thomas at the free throw line, back out for Robinson. Thomas ahead to Connor Palm with it. Palm to Adler. Adler to the right corner and finds Thomas. He'll pull up for three. Got it.
Gosh, he's quick, Justice.
Very quick on
first
offense.
step.
They're going to say it's a long two, one of those that was close. Of the first half. The team fourth for Bushnell Prairie-City. Left corner is Kellen Martin. Back out top of the key for Hayden Katz. 1:15 to play in the first half. Martin with it out in the front court. 29-16 Bombers as we prepare to head for the halftime break. Conley with it. Tipped into the hands of the Spartans, and they'll take it back. Thomas will cross the timeline with it. Drives to the basket, puts up a floater, missed it, tipped around, and Colin Adams hops up and takes it. Hayden Katz to the left corner finds Kellen Martin. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Spartan basketball. 46-4 left in the first half, 29-16. .40 seconds to go here. Thomas up and across for the Spartans here, 29-16. Macomb by 13 with 30 seconds left in the first half. Connor Palm, left corner three on the way. Got it.
Man.
Ryan Adler.
He's had two. Better find him.
Two in the second quarter for Adler, and the lead is 10 with 15 seconds left.
It's a big shot before half, Justice.
Give BPC some momentum. Corner three on the way for Kellen Martin. Tried to answer it, missed it. Tipped into the hands of Thomas. Going to sprint the floor here with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 at the buzzer. Got it. It's good for Connor Palm. Just
nice
like that.
Shot.
29-22 at the halftime break. Macomb lead is cut like that with some late 3 balls, and BPC's got a little bit of momentum going to the locker room.
6-point swing there in about, 30 seconds?
Yep. So 29-22, we'll take a break. Macomb in front at the halftime break here in BPC. 29-22 after this. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Life is always full of changes. Make sure you're covered. Abram Olson at Country Financial in Macomb is here to protect what matters most. Visit 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb or call him at 309-836-2885. Abram Olson at Country Financial.
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302. Compeer Financial of Macomb, your partner in growth.
Your future starts here at Spoon River College. With affordable tuition, flexible classes, and programs built for your goals, SRC helps you take the next step with confidence. Enroll today and join a community that supports your success. Spoon River College. Visit spoonrivercollege.edu or call 309-647-4645 to learn how to enroll today.
Back at Bushnell Prairie-City High School, Bushnell, Illinois. Halftime numbers here for you, 29-22. Macomb in front of BPC here at the halftime break. And it is Macomb in front, 29-22. Halftime numbers here, Connor Palm and Ruffin Thomas. Darian and Ruffin Thomas lead BPC with 7 apiece. Ryan Adler with 6, a basket from Dylan King. In there for BPC, 22 in total. For the Macomb Bombers, they're led in scoring by Drew Watson with 12. 4 from LB, 6 from Hogue, a 3-ball from Hayden Caps to end the first quarter, a basket from Carter Havens, and then a basket from Kellen Martin, 29 in total. Quarter scores 19-7, Macomb after 1, and 29-22, Bombers at the halftime break. Macomb searching for win number 15 tonight here in BPC, trying to get to another 20-win season. No season yet here in the 2020 decade. It's non-20 wins, so Macomb trying to keep that streak alive as well. 5 minutes left in the halftime break. It's 29-22 Macomb. Take another break, back with second half action. After this, you're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today. At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb. Life is always full of changes. Make sure you're covered. Abram Olson at Country Financial in Macomb is here to protect what matters most. Visit 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb or call him at 309-836-2885. Abram Olson at Country Financial. Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
We're back at Bushnell, Prairie-City. Macomb and BPC getting the second half started here in under 2 minutes. Justice Keene with Tanner Scott with us tonight. Hopping on. He drove the bus over here tonight. And obviously, beginning of the fall, you guys were able to help the district out a little bit and kind of take some of the weight off the main route drivers. And probably kind of been a nice help for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to turn you back on. There you go.
Oh, that would have been all right if you didn't turn me on. Yeah, no, it's been great. I enjoy it, coming to the games and helping out wherever is needed. It does kind of help the bus drivers so they can stay on the routes. And Dustin Lambert and I got Class B CDL, and it's all worked out. It's been nice.
Let's say somebody out there watching tonight does want to try to become a bus driver and help out the district. Take us through the process real quick.
So you basically everything's done in-house at through the transportation department, but you get a hold of them and you fill out all your paperwork. They give you the training to pass your test. ELDT training is what it is, but then you get to go take your test out at the Secretary of State's office. You've got to pass 4 tests. Let's see. School bus endorsement, passenger endorsement, air brakes, and then your general knowledge. And then once you pass those, along the way you get a physical, all that good stuff, and then you start your behind-the-wheel driving, and then eventually take your road test for the bus. So it's they've got it pretty well streamlined. I think they're trying to keep people going, and Mrs. Hoag's down there. I think she's making a gesture of the dunk, I think is what it was, or maybe that's something technology related. I don't know. I don't think so. If it is, I might have to put a help ticket in. That's what. So yeah, no, it's they've got it streamlined, and they're doing good things out there at the transportation department, and I think it's going well.
Yep, it's a busy time of the year, right in the thick of it right now with all the sports and whatnot. We'll slowly start winding down as we get into the spring, and of course you'll have baseball, softball, track, all those things, and then as we head towards May, that's when it'll all kind of finally calm down, and we'll do it all over again next year.
There's plenty to do though, any way to help. So I know they're looking. So if anybody's interested, check with the transportation department. Melissa Peterson out there can help you out.
Bomber basketball as we start the third quarter, 29-22. Macomb hanging on here against BPC. 7:45 to play here in the third quarter. Drive from line ball. Ball comes out loose on the floor, picked up by the Bombers. It's Hogue back out to Watson at the top to Isaac Lineball. The Bombers will move it around here. Lineball to the basket, up, missed it. Tipped around, and the Spartans are going to take it. So out of bounds for the Spartans. They'll get their first look at the basketball here as we start quarter number 3. 7:26 to go here, just getting underway in the second half. Macomb in front, 29-22 here on the road tonight. Thomas across the timeline at mid-floor. Dylan King back to Thomas in the left corner now. About 60 seconds in to quarter number 3, scoreless both ways. First possession of the second half here for BPC. Connor Palm with it at the free throw line. Back out for Ryan Adler. Adler inside to King, puts up a floater, missed it. Off the front of the rim, and the rebound to Drew Watson. Line ball back out to Carter Havens at the 6-minute mark of quarter number 3. Adler with it, tipped out of his hands. Line ball able to recover, and he's tangled up, and it'll be called with a foul in the backcourt.
Good hustle. Kind of a slow start out of the gate here, Justice. Both teams. Rich, you got anything to add?
Nothing right now.
Yeah, we don't have enough paper. What? Rich on the camera, man. He knows what he's doing.
Got it down to a science.
Yes, he does.
Left corner, Hogue, back out Watson. Watson drives. Floater from the right block, got it. Bombers will strike first in the second half. Watson leading Macomb with 14 now, 31-22. Out top for the Spartans be Connor Palm. Palm inside to Thomas. Under some pressure, has to back out with 5:20 to play in the third quarter. Thomas ahead to Logan Ash. Tipped into the hands of Watson, and they'll go the other way with it. Hogue trying to go the distance. Fouled. Oh. Count it. 33-22, and Hogue will get a free throw.
Put it in here,
three-point play. So Hogue with 8, chance to make it 9 here momentarily. 33-22 Bombers. Is to complete the three-point play, missed it. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Connor Palm and the BPC Spartans as we hit the 5-minute mark of quarter number 3. Thomas with it, outside the volleyball line. Back to the right corner for Connor Palm under some pressure. Hogan Elby in the front court with line ball for the defensive end for the Bombers. Right corner, Adler. Back outside, long 3-ball, good.
Got it.
For Thomas.
Justice, it's nice to see some of the Macomb High School students made the trip.
They did.
Yeah. Whole front row down here.
Corner 3 for Watson to answer Thomas's 3. Got it. 36-25. And the Bombers will go back the other way on defense. Spartans on offense. Thomas with it, with Connor Palm with 4:10 to play in the third quarter. Thomas outside here, kind of winding a little bit of clock, down to 3:57 left in quarter number 3, 36-25, Macomb in front of BPC. Long 3-ball, Thomas missed it. Off the back iron and the rebound at Olin Hogue and Drew Watson. And the Macomb Bombers.
Good pass.
To the basket for
Great
Elby.
pass.
Havens on the defense end. Switch Logan Ash. Ash drives left block, back left corner for Thomas. 3:15 to go in quarter number 3. Palm on the outside. Back to the free throw line for Dylan King. Long 3-ball up, no good for Connor Palm. Tipped out of bounds, stays with BPC at the 3:07 mark of the third quarter.
Look at old Shelby Burgett over there. He's got his Seahawks on. He acts like the Seahawks are in the Super Bowl or something.
Yep.
My gosh, he's ready. That'll be a good Super Bowl, too.
Out of bounds and in play for Thomas at the top of the key. Palm with it. He'll bring it to the top of the key. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. King with it. Back corner three. No good. Tipped around. Spartans able to recover. 2:47 to play in the third quarter. Might be one of the fastest high school basketball games I've ever watched.
I was just kind of thinking the same thing.
Moving pretty quick here tonight.
Yeah.
Anderson. Dylan King to the corner, tipped around. Spartans able to recover. 2:28 to play here. 38-25. Thomas with it to Adler. Hogue on defense, tipped out of the hands of the Spartans, trying to recover it, and a timeout called by Shane Curry and the BPC Spartans. So 2:16 left in quarter number 3. Back after this, you're watching Macomb basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
The MDH Community Pharmacy in Macomb is open 7 days a week, including extended hours on the weekdays for your convenience. Our team is available to answer questions about all your medications, and we offer free local home deliveries. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, and most insurance plans are accepted. McDonough District Hospital, your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
BPC out of their timeout here with 2:16 to play. In quarter number 3 here, they're back on offense. Shane Curry with 2 timeouts left on the night to use if he needs them. 38-25, Macomb in front on the road tonight here in Bushnell. Thomas gets it inbounds quickly. Martin in the lane there to play defense. Back corner for Thomas. Fast. Ball comes out. Carter Havens able to recover. Go from our left to right as we see it from the top of the gym here at BPC. Colin Adams with it. Top of the key is Drew Watson. Watson to the right corner and finds Carter Havens. Havens back top of the key. Watson for 3. Missed it. Off the front of the rim and no good. Tipped into the hands of Colin Adams. Saves it before it goes into the front row to Nolan Hogue to finish the play.
Hustle. Justice, Colin Adams. Hustle play of the game right there. Saved it. Turned that into a basket. Great hustle.
40-25. Macomb in front. Back the other way. Floater for the Spartans trying to answer the Nolan Hogue basket. They do. It's Connor Palm. He's got 9 on the night for BPC. 40-27. Watson, top of the key for the Bombers here with 1:13 to play in the third quarter. Corner is Colin Adams. Now Kellen Martin with it. Martin to Hogue, the big man. Back to the corner for Colin Adams. Recovers as we hit the 60-second mark of the third quarter. Left corner 3. Adams, he got it.
Got it. Just a lot of hustle out of Colin. You know, he gets in there and plays hard.
40.
What you always want to see.
43-27. Adams, nothing but net on that one. 40 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. Long 3 ball off the back, no good. Rebound Nolan Hogue with 27 seconds to play. And Watson will steady the pace here with 20 seconds here and just kind of wind down this clock as we will prepare to head to the fourth. Macomb in front. Corner is Colin Adams. Back to Watson with 10 seconds left. Watson to Havens. Floater on the way. Missed it. Rebound BPC. 4 seconds left. Thomas ahead to King to put up a floater. Missed it. And that's how the third quarter will come to an end. 43-27. Back after this. You're watching Macomb basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street or in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302. Compeer Financial of Macomb, your partner in growth. At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Ready to go here. Fourth quarter action about to start. 43-27 Bombers after 3 quarters.
Justice, I'm going to head out. I got to get the old bus warmed up here, use the bathroom, and get out there. You know, I have a little more appreciation for the warm up the bus chant now. I see the importance of it. But thanks for letting me on,
Absolutely.
Rich. Knuckles, there we go. Rich and Justice, thanks. You guys are always great to listen to and bring it all to people's living rooms, right?
That's right.
So thanks for that. Justice, thanks for everything you do on the school board.
Thank you.
I know thankless job for everybody that does that. So appreciate you guys.
Very good.
All right, see you later.
All right, thank you, Tanner. Very good. That's Tanner Scott. Joined us for a couple of quarters here in Bushnell. Thank him for handling some transportation work for the school district over the last couple of months. Good work for him. 43-27 underway here in the fourth quarter. BPC with it as we start here into the front court for the Spartans. Spartans with it here. It's Thomas in the right corner. 7:30 to go. 43-27. Left court is the Spartans here with it. Connor Palm, 360 move. Back out top of the key for Ryan Adler. 7:20 to go here. BPC trailing 43-27 on their home floor here. Approaching the 7-minute mark. Thomas drive, floater on the way, right off the backup board and good. 43-29, and BPC just hanging around in this one as we keep rolling here. 7 minutes to go. Carter Havens out in the front court for BPC. 6:50 to play in the fourth quarter here, just getting underway. Line ball, no look pass to Kellen Martin. Backcourt now, Hayden Cass with it. 6:40 to play. Now in the right corner is Carter Havens. Havens to Martin, to the basket, up, missed it, almost got it, and the rebound to BPC. They'll go right to left with it. Thomas into the front court for BPC, 43-29, 6:20 to play in quarter number 4. Palm with it, back out to Thomas. And they'll steady the offense from the top of the key. Left corner 3 on the way, no good. And foul against Macomb. I believe it's going to be on Hayden Katz. It will be his first, team first as well, out of bounds BPC. 6:04 to play in the final quarter. Thomas back with it at the top of the key. He will drive, left block floater off the backboard, no good. Rebound Nick Elby and the Macomb Bombers. Kellen Martin will bring it up. Martin, line ball, now Caps with it. Bombers will move it around here. Elby at the free throw line, tipped into the hands of line ball. Line ball to Elby, back to line ball in the lane, back out to Havens. 5:30 to play in the ball game. Left corner drive from Katz, puts up a floater. He missed it, but he's fouled. Foul against BPC, and Katz will get 2 free throws. The first one up on the way, it's good. 44-29, and that's the first basket in this fourth quarter for the Macomb Bombers. Colin Adams back out there for Macomb. So one more here for Katz. 5:28 left in the ball game. The second one up, missed it, used every part of the rim. Rebound Bushnell Prairie-City from our right to left. Cross court for Connor Palm. Brings it to the left front court. Out to the top of the key now with 5:19 to play. 44-29 Bombers. Thomas with it. He'll back it up and reset the offense for BPC. We prepare to hit the 5-minute mark of quarter number 4. Tipped into the hands of the Spartans. They'll be able to retain it. Palm with the top of the key to Thomas. Under 5 to go. 4:50 left in the ball game. Macomb looking to pick up win 15 on their campaign for the year. Long 3 ball, no good off the back and missed it. Ball comes loose on the floor near tie-up. Still nobody got it. Isaac Lineball finally picks it up with 4:35 left in the ball game. He'll bring it up into the front court. Switch with Elby. Elby tapped around, and the Spartans take it back. Left corner for Thomas for 3. Missed it. And it'll be Spartan basketball underneath the Macomb basket. 4:20 left in the ball game. Kellen Martin going to return for Macomb. So Spartan basketball out of bounds. Connor Palm to inbound for BPC. 4:20 left in this ball game. Back out in the front court for Thomas as the clock will start rolling. 4:17 left in the contest. Thomas with it. Back out Connor Palm. 44-29. Tipped around. Connor Palm able to recover right into the hands of Colin Adams and the Macomb Bombers. Bombers will move from left to right. Under 4 minutes to play in this Prairie Land Conference battle between Macomb and BPC. Cats out in the front court with it. Left corner is Colin Adams. Adams to Kellen Martin. Back out to Adams. Puts up a floater. Got it. 46-29. Colin Adams puts it up and in. He's got 5 on the night. And Macomb leads it 46-29. 3:30 to go in the contest. Ball go out of bounds, and it'll stay with BPC. Conley returning for Macomb. 3:30 left in the contest. Macomb will be back in action Friday night and will play host to the Havana Ducks. That game Friday night at the Hangar. And then no games this weekend on Saturday. And then a busy week next week. 3 games with starting with Rock Ridge on Tuesday night for Macomb. 3:18 left in this contest. 46-29. Macomb in front here in Bushnell tonight. Floater won't go for Thomas. Floater on the way for Colin Adams. No good off the backboard. Rebound Conley. Back out to Colin Adams. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic here. 2:35 left in the ball game. 46-29. Right corner is Kellen Martin. Back out to Hayden Katz. Katz in the lane to LB to put it up and in. 48-29. LB with 8 on the night. And we're down to 2:13 left in this contest. Whistle and a foul against Macomb. That'll be against Conley. His first, team second. 48-29. Macomb in front here. Out of bounds for the Spartans. Logan Ash to take it out here for BPC. Back out into the front court for the Spartans. 2:05 to play in the contest. Sports Corner at 1:24. Post-game report coming up next from BPC. Final numbers and then reaction from Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson. All that coming up on our post-game report presented by Sports Corner at 1:24. So be one of 2 games this week. Again, Havana on Friday. And then a 3-game week next week, starting with Rock Ridge on Tuesday, South Fulton on Friday, and then a lengthy trip over to Chillicothe to play IVC. That game on Saturday of next week. So a couple of decent games in there for Macomb. Obviously, the IVC game has been probably the most competitive out of those the last couple of years, with Rock Ridge as well. given Rock Ridge was that regional title game from last year, heard round the state, the buzzer beater from Nolan Hogue. So it'll be interesting to see both those matchups next week for the Macomb Bombers. Left corner for Colin Adams here. He'll drive, put up a floater from the free throw line, miss it, and it'll go out of bounds. 1:12 to go, 48-29. Be out of bounds for BPC. Update from the junior high boys basketball regional. Just got this handed to me. 8th grade boys basketball season is over. The undefeated campaign has come to a close. 34, a loss in the regional junior high basketball season has come to an end. Congratulations to them on a great year, great winning streak. 2 good junior high seasons for them, but it'll come up short of a regional crown this year. Floater on the way from Conley. We're down to 40 seconds left in this game. 48-29. 30 seconds left here in the contest. Malta with it. He'll kick it ahead to Thomas. We're down to 23 seconds left in this thing. Spartans running out of time here to get a shot off. Down to 15 seconds in the lane. Floater off the back iron, no good. Put back from Thomas, won't go. Out of bounds with 6 seconds left. 6.9. And they're going to be BPC basketball. Spartans will get it in here, left corner for Rudolph, ahead to Robinson. Floater won't go. Put back up, no good, and that'll do it. 48-29, the final from BPC tonight. Macomb wins it, their 15th win of the 2025-2026 campaign. Final score 48-29, and that'll take us to our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report. We'll have Jeremy Anderson join us here momentarily. Just a little bit, final numbers and more coming up next on our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report on the Bomber Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Life is always full of changes. Make sure you're covered. Abram Olson at Country Financial in Macomb is here to protect what matters most. Visit 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb or call him at 309-836-2885. Abram Olson at Country Financial.
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street or in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302. Compeer Financial of Macomb, your partner in growth.
Back with you here at BPC, Bushnell Prairie-City High School. It's a 48-29 win for the Macomb Bombers here on the road tonight. Good to have you with us. Justice Keene here on our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report. Game night doesn't end at the buzzer at Sports Corner at 124 in downtown Macomb. You can enjoy great food, cold drinks, and wall-to-wall sports coverage in a relaxed setting. If you're stopping by after the game or settling in to watch what's next, Sports Corner at 124 is a convenient place to keep the night going. Located at 124 North Sky Square in downtown Macomb. Final numbers here for you as we await Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson on our postgame show for BPC. 9 points for Connor Palm tonight, a basket from Dylan King, 6 for Ryan Adler, and 12 for De'Arian Ruffin-Thomas. He's the leading scorer with 12 for BPC tonight. For the Macomb Bombers, Nolan Hogue with 10 tonight, 8 points from Nick Elby, 4 from Hayden Katz, 2 from Carter Havens, 5 from Colin Adams, 2 from Kellen Martin, and then the leading scorer for Macomb tonight is Drew Watson with 17 in a 48-29 victory here on the road. Next game for Macomb Friday night at home, the Hangar against the Havana Ducks in another Prairie Land Conference matchup later in the week. Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson making his way out of the locker room, and he'll be making his way over. And he'll be prepared to talk to us here momentarily, make his way around. Again, 15th win of the season for Macomb, 15-7 on their season now as we continue to wind down and head towards postseason and seeding and all that good stuff. We get closer and closer by the day for the postseason seeding and eventually the bracket and all that sort of stuff. So 15-7 for Macomb. Upcoming again, Havana, Rockridge, South Fulton, and IVC out of Chillicothe. The next handful for the Macomb Bombers. So Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson going to join us here momentarily. 48-29, the final score here tonight on the road here at BPC. Short drive for everybody tonight. Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson making his way over here and going to break this one down for us. Rich will hand him the headset. Yep. Very good. Coach will hop on and have a seat. Again, final score 48-29. And, Coach, your guys coming into tonight, BPC had a physical game last night, so you knew they were going to be kind of the same way, up and down the floor, and a team that likes to shoot the ball too. And defensively tonight, kind of able to shut them down in that second half.
Yeah, I think BPC is a really scrappy group. I think they get after it. They play hard, and it's a testament to their character, right? It's hard to do that each and every night when you don't get a lot of wins out of it, but they're doing a good job of continuing to build and continue to play hard. I think they have a pretty bright future there. I'm not sure how many of their guys are seniors, but they're competitors. They're competitors, right? And so that was something our guys had to match their level of intensity. And I thought defensively we did a pretty decent job, right, of especially in that second half, sitting down, guarding. I think, they only scored 2 points the whole fourth quarter, so that's pretty darn good.
Got a lot of different rotations in tonight, which is always nice to see what you can work with, and particularly this time of year, see who's willing to step up, and kind of nice when you can get some different guys in the mix.
Yeah, we have guys that work really hard in practices that deserve to play more. Absolutely. It's tough, though, for me to rotate them in against certain teams. And tonight I thought they had a chance to get out there and get some of that playing time that they'd earned in practices. And they play hard, and defensively they were solid. I mean, a lot of times we can't get them in because of certain matchups or if there's, offensive situation where we need certain guys in. But I thought tonight all of our guys that played did a nice job. We had, 7 guys score, which is really nice to see out of the 9 that we played. And Isaac, Isaac didn't get a bucket, but Isaac does a lot of really good stuff for us, man. He sets guys up for easy baskets. He plays good defense. He's smart. He knows all the plays we're supposed to run. He does a tremendous job for us as well.
Drew Watson leading scorer tonight, 17, 10 from Nolan Hogue, 8 from Elby. Again, post players have been huge for us the last couple of games with particularly Hogue and Elby, and Nolan's kind of been waiting a while to get that slam dunk and finally got one tonight.
Yeah, I thought he did a nice job. He wanted to get out and play some 31 safety and see if he could get his hand on some passing, in the passing lanes, and he got one there early. And I think that brings a lot of excitement, right? And so guys are excited to go out and try that different defense when we have an opportunity to do that. We still need to work on it, though. We were using it a couple different times and gave up a couple open threes on the backside, which we're going to have to make sure that we get that shored up. But it's something that we can throw in there as a curveball, right? It's not our standard defense every time, like on made free throws or dead balls, sideline out of bounds, that type of thing. And we did a nice job with it.
Back at home on Friday, another home game, Friday night game, 6 and 7:30 with Havana. Give us a little bit of a preview, and a Havana team that's kind of same way, kind of scrappy and gets after it.
Yeah, they are. I think they do a really nice job of running their stuff. Seen them on video there a couple of times, and they got some guys that can really score. They got some big guys that are athletic, and so it's really going to challenge us defensively. We're going to have to be locked in the next couple of nights to prepare well for that game. Offensively, we're going to have to be a little bit more strong with the ball. I thought there was times tonight where we had a little loosey-goosey sort of passing. You know, we didn't really make the best decisions on passes, but that's something that maybe came with when the score got a little bit widened out. But we're going to have to be tougher with the ball. We're going to have to make sure that we're running our stuff correctly because Havana's really going to compete.
All right, very good. We'll see you Friday night, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
That's Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson on our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report. Again, your final score presented by Clugs and Tibbetts Funeral Home, 48-29 in favor of Macomb. That's a wrap for us from BPC tonight. Back with you Friday night. Macomb and Havana. Bombers are going duck hunting on Friday night, and 48-32 final here from BPC. This broadcast an exclusive presentation of Bomber Sports Network. Under the broadcasting rights for the private use of our audience, any other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of Bomber Sports Network prohibited. Our sports director, Justice Keene. Rich Fowler handling camera work and station engineer duties tonight. Appreciate his work. As always, 48-29 the final score. Macomb wins it. We'll be back with you Friday, Macomb and Havana. For now, from BPC High School in Bushnell, Illinois, good night and go Bombers.